So tonight we're going to talk about the importance of slowing down. And I'm not talking about just resting, but slowing down when we're performing an activity as well. And how it seems that the world is so fast paced today, and everybody's rushing around, doing. And a lot of the things that we're doing, if we slow down and think about them, we realize a lot of them don't make sense or can be done in a way more rational, faster, and effective way. But if we're constantly doing, and if that doing is motivated by fear, worry, anxiety, jealousy, envy, this need to constantly rush and perform, then naturally it's not very productive. And if we learn to introduce some conscious practice of slowing down, whether it's meditation or meditation can take many forms, but making art, taking time to journal in the morning and in the evening, uh, and some sort of a ritual where you just have time for yourself, to yourself, without any outside noise and distractions. And it could be drinking your coffee or tea or lemon water in the morning. And instead of having the news on, or reading the paper, or watching YouTube videos, or listening to podcasts, or reading something, make it be a time just to be. Uh, and it's amazing how much we need that, yet how we don't give it to ourselves until something happens and we're forced to rest. And also the weekend, like we feel we need to do things on the weekend if we worked all week. And how good it is to have a day for mostly just rest and not doing. And just staring into space, doing the bare minimum. And when it comes to creativity, having time like that is essential because that's where good ideas are born, from this kind of like boredom. Like you have to get yourself so bored that all of a sudden, out of that boredom, a creative spark is born, and an excitement and an idea. And that is the power of contrast. We rest, and then boom, we can go into the other extreme. And the power of surrender. To surrender doesn't mean to not do anything forever, but to surrender means to just simply let go for a while. And then out of this surrender, an action will arise spontaneously on its own, and it will be the right action. And then when we're done performing the action, we surrender again. And then there's the next right action. And this is this beautiful balance between the feminine and the masculine. And when we live like that, it's so much more natural and intuitive. And we can have goals, we can have deadlines, but we need to make sure to leave room for rest and not doing. And from the rest and the not doing, the doing can arise. And in this way, it's way more synchronized versus making this plan of every step and feeling like, okay, now I have 15 minutes, I have to fill them with something. And now I have, like, 5 minutes, I need to scroll down on my phone. And it's just like, no, let's just be for a little bit. And it's okay to be, and it's okay to get bored, and it's okay to contemplate. And also, with slowing down when doing an activity, what I mean is there's this beautiful word I discovered. It's called ambero. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's when you get so enthralled in something that you forget yourself and concept of time, and you seem to merge with it in a sense. And it could be when you're watching a sunrise or a sunset, or when you're witness something really beautiful. Uh, like, to me, fog in the morning is kind of magical like this. And sometimes, there are these almost kind of like pockets of time that open for you, and maybe nobody else sees it, but it could be the simplest of things. It could be a leaf falling down. Uh, and you just witness the whole, like, how it swirls and gently lands on the ground. And when you're walking, you would happen to witness the whole thing. Or the wind picking up some leaves and making a little whirlwind. Or a cobweb that is covered in morning dew and it's glistening. And when you're at the right angle, you just see it in its splendor. And it's this little moment that is so, like, short. But in that moment, you're so intensely present, witnessing that beauty, that you and the thing merge. And because everything else disappears, that moment seems to kind of stretch out and last longer because you allowed yourself to merge with it. And the more we slow down and pay attention, the more moments like this we can discover. And they can happen when you're petting your cat or your dog, or you have an eye contact with somebody, or uh, you're washing dishes, and all of a sudden you feel so alive and so absorbed in what you're doing and so present. And to me, this intense presence is what we're all searching for. And we call it a bunch of other things and we hunger after it. But you don't have to go on vacation. You don't have to make $1 million. You don't have to find the love of your life. You can experience that intense emotion in every moment when you learn to be intensely present. And naturally, it's harder when we try to see the familiar with new eyes, or an experience that we've gotten so accustomed to get ourselves, like, out of it and perceive it anew. But to me, this is where the magic truly is. And that's where all of a sudden these pockets of presence and depth start to open everywhere. And you can contemplate a thing, and somehow it's like a whole other dimension opens, and things can reveal their secrets to you. And I believe that's what Blake meant when he said to see the world in a grain of sand and heaven in a wildflower, to hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. And actually, I wrote an essay where I included that quote, and it was about the secret of life. Uh, and my philosophy teacher was in awe of it. Uh, and yeah, to me, the secret of life is to just be present and be here and now and live fully. And when we're present, everything is magical somehow. And when we're not rushing past our days, we can see that magic in all the things that we take for granted and not notice because our mind is focused on chasing something elusive out there that we never catch. And that's what the whole system utilizes, this idea that somehow we're not enough, that what we have is not enough, who we are is not enough, this moment is not enough, and it needs something more. But if every moment needs something more and we're focused on that something more, we're constantly chasing and never arriving. Whereas if we realize that everything is perfect as it is right here, right now, and we're present, there's no need to chase anything because we're here now, and the next moment is here now, and the next moment is here now. And when we fully live those moments, there's no fear of missing anything out because we're present in what we're experiencing at this moment, like fully present. Think about it. I know it sounds like either too simple or far-fetched, but uh, if you do have a practice of meditation and having experienced more presence like that, you're gonna know what I'm saying. And it's that, like, are we running on autopilot, our attention here, there, everywhere, and never in the present moment? Or are we truly appreciating the gift of the present, immersing ourselves in it fully, and seeing things deeper and deeper, and truly experiencing life to the fullest?